bad cop.
Maintaining perfection. Out of sight and on the way. Let's get you healed. System glory found. Commander, you're bleeding.
Apoplectic bolt. Moving in close.
That's itchy. Aggressor's near.
Do your job is a virtue. Every part is a calling. Every subject ensures a glorious bounty for all. It is the duty of every protectorate subject to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times. Perfect society demands perfect thoughts. Perfection is impossible. Your mind is Prudence dictates, eye your neighbors carefully. Deserves a look. Never question. Never closer inspection.
On your command.
On the way. Someone call for a medic.
What now? Ah, an intruder. Of course. I was warned the paradigm would test me, and here you have arrived. And Corbin. By your presence, am I to understand that you've turned renegade as well? Of all the serpents writhing beneath my boot, you were the last I expected to strike at me.
My intentions are as they've always been. Honorable. I only wish to talk.
Talk? With a gun in hand and an enemy in your shadow? Do you mistake me for a fool?
Turn your gaze outward, Umberto. Look at everything you've done. Can you honestly tell me this is for the good of the Protectorate?
I'm killing traitors. Seditionists. I am purging our prized garden of chokeweed and all manner of slithering things. My methods may seem callous, But a swift response to treason is necessary to prevent this crisis from worsening. Auntie's choice. Bah! The invaders are vacuous opportunists dead from the collar up. They would not have found purchase here if not for the festering rot already in our soil.
Festering rot. Hell of a way to speak of your own forces, Brigadier.
Or perhaps your auntie's choice simply lacks the standards to separate out mediocrity. Nevertheless, I am not afraid to speak what's true. Our great protectorate has lost its way. Years of comfort and plenty without stricter enforcement have softened us, made us weak, undisciplined. If only the Sovereign heeded his consul's wisdom, he could restore the Protectorate's honor, instead of shaming his forebears by leaving such a grave task to others like myself. The vanquished have no say in history. If I prove myself valorous before the end, who shall remain to argue against the means? Certainly not you.
When you speak, I hear the voice of my friend. But not his reason. Not the man who taught me to temper discipline with care for those under my command. If any vestige of that man remains, I believe he'd recognize the need to be relieved of command. And would welcome the friend who gave him the opportunity to do so bloodlessly.
The only thing I would welcome in this moment is your head upon a pike, you fraternizer.
No, wait! We agreed to try and help him see reason!
And what is reasonable about allying yourself with the enemy? You always were a guileless fool, Corbin. Were it up to me, I would sentence you to the slow and painful traitor's death you deserve. But given the circumstances, your extinction must come quicker. Guards, purge this loathsome treasonist and his odious ally from my sight. Leave none alive.
Got some bad.
It's a brawl!
Make your last moments excruciating.
Help me out!
Looking a little woozy there, Commander.
Let me know when you need a lift.
That was your best attempt at getting Montelli to surrender? I should shudder at what your worst would have looked like. Well, it wasn't enough. Neither of our best was enough. Clearly, if you'd have told me all those years ago that this is where my future would lead, standing over Montelli's corpse, I'm not sure I would have wished to survive that disaster. What's done is done. I only hope my superiors will understand my actions here today, and that the Vox will be strengthened under new leadership. After I've summoned janitorial services, give the station the news. There'll be much that needs explaining. I suppose I should thank you for your assistance. But for both our sakes, I do hope we never meet again.
Must have left some evidence. Let's poke around.
Yeah.
Hey, Commander. Ain't that the symbol for Earth Directorate Special Operations? Must have been left by debris.
I don't know who you are or how you accessed my private terminal, but it won't do for prying eyes to have evidence of my activities. I've triggered the Vox Relay failsafe ejection routine. But worry not. After launching, the station will take several minutes to achieve its pre-programmed self-destruct altitude, so you'll have plenty of time to enjoy the ride before your death.
We gotta do something. If the Vox crashes into Fairfield, it'll kill a whole lot of my people and innocent civilians. Use the control panel. Do the right thing. You know damn well it isn't helping the Protectorate kill a number of us when we aren't even in the fight. Aim it elsewhere on the island. Fire it into space. I don't care, so long as you don't doom everybody in Fairfield for nothing. It's a relief to hear you say so. Go on then, Commander. We're short on time as it is.
Get close here.
Introducing Auntie's new line of specialty drinks for the discerning consumer. Auntie!
I'm trying not to fret about these rifts so much. Maybe
You ever find yourself with too much disposable income? I got
Well, if it isn't the busiest mercenary this side of Tau Ceti. Protectorate's been awful quiet since you did your rooting about. Happy to trade words with you. Loose your words. I'm listening.
Did you hear? The Vox relay has launched into the stratosphere. We are beyond fortunate that no one was injured. Aside from those in the relay itself, I suppose.
Ah, there you are. I was expecting you 4 minutes and 27 seconds ago. But never mind that. I have a missive for you. Highest priority. Recipient's eyes only. All I can tell you is that it is from Arcadia's most judicious custodians, the Order of the Ascendant. I am not privy to any information beyond that. Oh, they did also say it was important. I was tasked 6 months ago to deliver it to whomever ship was at this landing pad at this exact time. Well, 4 minutes ago, like I said. All other questions may be answered by viewing the missive, I expect. Farewell, and as they say, may all your endeavors come to fruition.
Time to watch whatever it was the messenger had for us. Gadanez moved into Helen's old quarters. I figure, if anyone's unlikely to be vexed by finding fossilized purpleberry crunch in their mattress, it's an Auntie's Choice trooper. You think Helen would approve of us taking on a product pusher? Yeah, suppose you're right. They'd have matched wits well enough.
Greetings, Agent of the Earth Directorate. I am Ruth Bassar, Presiding Bishop of the Order of the Ascendant. At this time, I can only presume you think us your enemy, directly responsible for your colleague Augustine DeVries' actions way back on Horizon Point. I assure you, we were not. A splinter group was behind that heresy. The collective of scientists and scholars I lead are committed to elevating humanity by pursuing a greater understanding of reality. I believe our goals are not incompatible, We both oppose the Protectorate, and we both wish to preserve Arcadia from ruin. We can help each other. I entreat you to speak with Abbot Newell. He can be found in Golden Ridge at Matriarch's mercy. He will aid you in your mission, and hopefully, you will see fit to aid us in ours. Nav key coordinates to the Golden Ridge landing pad on Dorado are embedded in this message. Go forth as was determined, and may the plan guide you.
The Order of the Ascendant awaits us on Golden Ridge, Commander.
My system still ain't gotten the memo we're clear of the relay. I'm itching to keep running. We're damn lucky we got out in time, Commander. Real glad you found a way to mitigate the destruction. Without the relay looming over all, maybe the island can finally recover. Lon knows it's seen enough as it is. Sounds like your old pal DeVries was in deep with the Order. Now, I don't know a whole lot about them, but I don't reckon fanatical is part of their employee code of conduct. And as you've seen, that kind of loyalty can pose a real problem to everyone else. But we'll track her down before it comes to a head. Don't you worry.
Commander, the nav key coordinates supplied by the presiding bishop of the Order have been verified. Landing in Golden Ridge is now possible. Additionally, we are also able to land in Free Market Station due to the astrogator's progress with the updates necessitated by its rebuild. Free Market Station is an independent marketplace, the only one in the system. It is called such as it was built out of a crashed Auntie's Choice freighter by that name. Agent Ibarra prioritized your recovery above pursuing Agent DeVries. This involved disassembling and rebuilding the astrogator to allow the incognito to travel to your location. As the rebuilding process progresses, old nav keys may be unlocked. Unfortunately, most of them are likely not recoverable. Golden Ridge is located on Dorado. It is home to the Alexandra Monastery and Matriarch's Mercy, as well as previously being a center for mining Zeranium. The Protectorate abandoned it soon after the invasion, leaving Auntie's Choice and the Order of the Ascendant to fight for control of the area and its resources.
Second Choice has got a new shipment of swill. Gave it a try. Needs some aging, but not too bad.
What? I was just with Barney.
All items
He
only
said we're
5
not getting
bits.
any new
If
shipments
you
for
pick it up
months.
and it falls apart,
What did
I'll
he
even
let you
discount
try?
the pieces to
Well,
4 bits
I,
each.
maybe didn't run it by him. It was out of a big metal barrel behind the bar. Said Auntie's Finest Star Wipe on it.
That wasn't booze. That was ship wax.
Really? Barney should start selling it then. It's better than half his stock.
the impression that Free Market Station was open to all. Why am I being accosted?
Free Market Station is open to all, except spies. It's awful suspicious how you've been gallivanting about, asking everyone questions.
I am not a spy. The information I'm collecting here shall be of historical significance someday. Surely you can appreciate that.
Right. And I'm sure that information wouldn't help at all in clearing us out of the station years from now. I'll be watching you.
Greetings. Are you perhaps interested in advancing the knowledge of Arcadia's history through scientific exploration? What am I saying? Of course you are. Please, do tell me anything you might know about the crash of the ACS Free Market. Could Auntie's choice have succeeded where order experiments failed? Oh, you're being duplicitous. No Sprat corpses were found in the initial crash site. Do pardon my forwardness. I saw that you were a new arrival, but I held out some hope that you might be able to enlighten me where the station populace has not. As an archivist, it's my duty to collect and record hitherto unrecorded knowledge wherever it can be found. But my earnest questions have been met with suspicion. I can see you're no stranger to academia. Very well. Whatever facilitates this account, converse with the locals, peer into unturned corners, and see what your able hand might unearth. I look forward to furthering the cause of history with you. I'd ask about in the saloon and the bazaar. Both are places where gossip flies about like so many tarot rays. Sub Rosa likely has some information about the crash, but I'm not sure where. You also might be able to find some intact portion of the ship amidst all of the station's wreckage. Take a look around. I'm sure you'll be able to get farther on your own.
Yeah.
Tired of firearms that explode in your face? Come to Not a Weapons Store! I think I misplaced a hand grenade. We'll know in a couple seconds if it's armed or not. Browse all you like. Everything I've got is fine-tuned to perfection. I'm glad you asked. Weapon is an all-encompassing term. A rock can be a weapon, or a stick, or a particularly agitated sprat if you have thick enough gloves. But what I sell here, I wouldn't dare lump them in with mere weapons. These are finely tuned instruments of personnel elimination.
Which says a lot, considering she can't. I heard she got her blood vessels extracted to keep a pallid complexion. Beauty is pain, she says. And it sells like hotcakes, too.
I appreciate Cleo's ability to sell, that's for certain, but I have no doubt my artifacts of death shall impress you far more than anything her corporation can rush out. If you don't believe me, look for yourself. Feel free to go on a murderous rampage with what you buy. It's good publicity. and live to tell your fellows about my store.
Anybody even listening to this? Let me sell you stuff?
Listen, I know I shouldn't warn you about this, but anything I sell you runs the risk of exploding. I trust you'll appreciate my forthrightness and be all the more willing to buy from me. No. Ships decidedly ain't in my purview. You sure I can't interest you in some bric-a-brac instead of this conversation? You'd need to purchase much more from my stock for me to consider such a course of action. I'd be happy to show you.
If you've a tooth pain, you know who to visit.
If you lost it, I'm selling it. Look, everyone else here? Nothing you buy from them will matter if you get killed. So armor up. Tell me what you need. Can do.